Hello Bulbagardeners, and welcome to my Soul Silver walkthrough. This is Auntie Chan, and I hope you enjoy this walkthrough. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Oak, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before we get any further, I'd like to tell you a few things you should know about this world. This world is inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. And there you'll see a Marill or an obese Azurill, whichever you prefer. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends, as time we play together, and at other times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to develop closer bonds in battle with them. Feel back to those Pokemon. You must be an S and I don't know. Now tell me a little about yourself. Are you a boy or are you a girl? Well, like on the bottom screen, it will show either a male character or a female character. Look down my pants, I'm pretty sure I'm a girl. Make sure. Yep, I'm a girl. Yeah, apparently he's blind too, because he can't tell I'm a girl, and now he's going to be all pedophilia and ask me for my name. I guess we'll just go with my regular name. Yes, that's my name. I'm surprised he ain't asking for my birthday, where I live, and all that, like a little creeper. He says, Ariel, are you ready? Your very own Grand Hill adventure is about to unfold. Fun experiences, difficult experience, there's so much waiting for you. Dreams, adventure. Let's go to the world of Pokemon. I'll be seeing you later. Oh, joy. Okay. This is our room. You can't really do much. You can check your mailbox. Letter from Ethan. It says, Adventure excited, I love Pokemon, and it shows a little Marill. That's all you can really do here. Your room watch might be a little bit more important later. And there's our mother. Hi Ariel, you're finally awake. Your friend Ethan was just here. He's playing hide and seek with his Marill. Oh, I almost forgot, our acquaintance Professor Elmo's looking for you. He said he had a favor to ask of you. You know where his lab is, right? It's right next door to us. By the way, everything you need to go out here, use this bag to carry things. This is your trainer card. Here you can save a record of your progress. These are also rather helpful. Just try touching the buttons and you'll know what to do in no time. Before we go any farther, I'm going to fix my options. Okay, well, wait. Let's see, I didn't do it. Oh. There we go. You'd also, like, in the original Gold and Silver games, I always found this an interesting little tidbit. If you set your clock to 3:59 a.m., Professor Oak would always say it was so dark out, but if you set it to 4 a.m., he would complain that he had overslept. So, 1 minute apparently makes all the difference. And you see his Marill. And there's our buddy Ethan. And now his Marill can go hump his leg. And they go run off and play together like little kids should. You can see there's not much to do here. New Bark Town, winds of new beginning. And we have to see what this guy's doing. ... So this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? And he kicks you out like a little jerk. Actually, after he leaves, there's actually a potion there. And here we see Professor Elm's wife and kid. And his... Wow. Professor Elm really has problems if he forgets to eat over his Pokemon research, but let's just go on in. Hi, Aid, we're going to bypass. Hi, Ariel. I've been waiting for you. Do you know anything about my research? As you know, Pokemon are carried in Pokeballs these days. Before the Pokeball was invented, people used to walk with Pokemon just like your friend Ethan does. Pokeballs are great because you can carry many Pokemon, but walking Pokemon has some advantages. It could do with how Pokemon grow or evolve, so I'm going to give you a Pokemon. Can you walk Besides this Pokemon, besides Pokeball to see if it brings any special feelings or bonds between Pokemon and people. The device over there has some Pokemon you can choose from. Oh, email. You got mail. Oh, hey, I got an email. Okay. Hey, listen, I have this acquaintance that people call Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about the discoveries. Anyways, I just got an email from saying this time it's real. So it was real. So apparently it wasn't real any other time. It's probably another Pokemon angler. We're still so busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. You can go in our place, right? Can we count on you? You can choose one of our Pokemon friends over there. Okay. Let's see what Pokemon there is. Chikorita, the grass type. Cyndaquil, the fire type. Or Totodile, the water type. So I'm probably going to go with Totodile. That's up, actually. Now, Chikorita is more of your defensive wall. Cyndaquil is more of an attacker. Then more of like a special attacker. And Totodile is more of a physical. But I actually like Totodile overall. And because the staffers at the Bulbagarden forums asked me to name this Pokemon this, Totodile's gonna have a very eccentric little nickname. There's actually a mod there. Your little emo girl. She'd appreciate this name. So we're naming it for her. Is Pickles the nickname you want to give? How do you like walking your Pokemon? It's not bad, is it? You can take it all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house. If your Pokemon gets hurt, you should heal it with this machine. It's so easy. Check the PC on my desk. Mr. Pokemon goes everywhere and finds rarities. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north past Cherry Grove. I'm counting on you. Okay, before we begin, let's look at our Totodile. Careful nature, which is actually up special defense, my special attack. He loves to eat. He's a torrent ability, which means it ups water type moves if it blows 1/3 HP. And he doesn't seem used to his own name. Well, considering you're a Totodile and you're named after a food, probably. Ariel, I want you to help us with your task. And he gives us some potions. Danger. This is actually a lot different than the original Gold and Silver game, because you actually didn't have this feature where you could walk with Pokemon. The only game before this you could walk with Pokemon was Pokemon Yellow, and you could only walk with Pikachu. So in this game, like, if you catch more Pokemon, you can, as long as they're in your party and they're in your first slot, you can walk with them. So let's get going to Cherry Grove, or not. Wait, Ariel. Wait a sec. Did you leave your Pokegear at home? You should ask your mother. I'm already having a bad start. Yay. Oh, Ariel, that's a cute Pokemon you have. Professor O must have given it to you? Oh, Professor O has a task for you to say? What kind of task? I see it sounds a little difficult. When someone makes that kind of request for you, it must be important. Oh, right, I completely forgot. Your Pokegear came back from the repair shop. Here you go. I received the Pokegear. Or Pokegear, it's often called, what every trainer should have. Guess what? You can use it to make a phone call, too. Do you remember how? I think it's the modern day Century 2012. I think we kind of know how to do that. And she's going to tell us anyway. And it's like the telephone button on your... yeah. Apparently we're dumb enough and we don't know how to make a phone call. Now we should be able to get going. Wait 1 second. Or not. You know. We'll get going eventually. I almost completely forgot about this. Here, I'll give you my number. Creepy, but oh well. I'll call you if anything comes up. He's going to call us a lot. Now we're in Route 29. It's west of Cherry Grove. There's not really much you can find here in terms of good Pokemon, but you can find Sentret during the morning and days, Rattata, Pidgey, Hoot Hoot, I'm not sure if you can find Spearow, but I know you can find Rattata, Pidgey, Hoot, and Sentret. And we'll have our first Pokemon battle. Well, since I don't have repels, we'll just have to battle our way out. We have to fight our way in. Be a man, because that's what men do. There's not many people who get that reference, but there is some. And Pickle's almost grew a level for that. Ooh. Here's a Rattata. I think levels vary from like level 2 to level 4. There might be a level 5. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I can check and get back to you on that. And Pickles gained 16 experience points. He almost made it to level 6. So close. Okay. Actually, if you go up here, I'll just show you. You can get a potion. In the beginning stages of the game, it's actually really helpful to have. I know, or when you go up there, up in here, you can find Geodude, Spearow. I know in Pokemon Crystal you could find Fancy. There's no way to actually move up here. You can only head down. And that won't, you can't actually go that route for a long time, so it'll be a while before you actually have to worry about it. But if you want to find like a Geodude to use against the Violet City Gym Leader, since he uses flying type, that would also be helpful. And if you have somebody who you can trade that Graveler with to make it a Golem, kudos to you. But I will not be using Geodude for my walkthrough. And Pickles learn Water Gun. So we'll just skip this place for now. And we'll head back to where we were supposed to be going to begin with. You can talk to this guy and he just talks about saving. I want to take a break, so I saved to record my progress. And there's actually not much different between Gold and Silver and this version of the route. Though up there, where you see that tree, it used to hold berries, but now it holds apricorns, and you can't actually get the apricorns until you get the apricorn patch. And he'll talk about how he waits for a Pokemon that's for the comes in the morning, and wait for the one that comes at night, Sentret and Hoot respectively. So we'll just head on into Cherry Grove. You're a rookie trainer, and I can tell. That's okay, everyone's a rookie trainer at some point. If you like, I could teach you a few things. Okay then, follow me. I probably should do a voice for this old man. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot you weren't wearing the running shoes. I'll try to go as slow as possible. He'll basically tell you about the Pokemon Center healing your Pokemon and the Pokemarts. In the Pokemon Center are actually two different buildings up until Gen 5. Then in the Johto Region, they'll pretty much make those two in the same building. And Route 30 is where you go on to find Mr. Pokemon or head on to Violet City. And if you had a rod, you could go over into the oceans and find Magikarp, Tentacle, and so forth. Or if you had Surf. But we don't have any of those at the moment, so we're just going to be stuck with Pickles. And there's his house, and he'll give you his running shoes. That's kind of disturbing. I don't want the shoes off the old man's feet. They're probably old, stinky, and sweaty. Okay, and I'm actually going to make it to where... There. I don't actually have to keep constantly holding the B button, so that makes life a lot easier. And this old man's going to come running back, barefoot I assume. He's going to give us the map card for our Pokegear. Basically, it replaces the town map. You just go to your Pokegear, hit the town map icon, and it'll show you what region you're in. Yeah, so just head on into Route 30. You can run into Hoot Hoot Spinnerack, which is a nighttime Pokemon. And I think it's in Heart Gold only. I could be very well wrong. So I'm pretty sure Ladybuzz is Soul Silver one, and it's in the morning. And you also can find Poliwags here. And Hoppip. Hoppip is one of those Pokemon, honestly, it's a grass flying type, and it won't learn an actual attacking move until it hits level 10. It only has Splash, and it has Synthesis at level 5. I actually tried raising one once. Yeah. It's very time consuming and very... Well, it tests your patience. So people come from looking for Mr. Pokemon's house. You mean to visit my house, right? It's something about apricorns. They actually have a more useful purpose later on. He's going to give you the apricorn box. So anytime you see a tree with an apricorn in it, take it, because it can actually help you later on when we actually can use them and turn into something. There's many different colored apricorns. You have your green, your red, your blue, your black, your white, your pink. I don't know if there's yellow. I'm pretty sure there is. Now, each one has a specific job, and here we find an antidote. Because right now people are up here Pokemon battling, you can't get around them or anything, so you have to go up this way. And we're going to run to a Pokemon. Hoot-Hoot's... I actually should talk more about the Pokemon around here. Hoot-Hoot's actually not a bad Pokemon. It's more defensive than offensive, in my opinion. And it won't evolve to level 20, which will become Noctowl. But it's got a decent move. Its moveset's actually not that great. But I've actually used Hoot-Hoot before and I've actually enjoyed it. It has access to moves such as Foresight, Hypnosis, Confusion. And like if you wanted to take on a later gym with it, hit the second one, you would actually have an easier time, because you probably could put the opponents to sleep. Sleep-inducing also is a... I'll just shut up while I'm ahead. Also, if you run, it increases your rate of finding Pokemon rather than if you just walked. Walking is also the way to go if you want to avoid them. And we will head up here to our destination. But first, let's grab the apricorn. It's a pink one. Mr. Pokemon's house. Let's go in. You must be Ariel. It was I who sent the email to Professor Elm earlier. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. I obtained the mystery egg. It'll go into the key items pocket for now, and a friend of mine from Ecruteak gave it to me. I bet you can't find this Pokemon egg in Johto. I thought Professor Elm might be able to tell what it is. He's the best when it comes to research of Pokemon evolution. That's the quote from the famous Professor Oak. Your friend Professor Elm, here your Pokemon has some rest. Pickles didn't really do nothing though. And that old pedophile from the beginning. He's come back for us. And with that, I'm Professor Oak, a Pokemon researcher, so you're Ariel. I was just visiting my friend Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon. I see it must be helping Professor Elm's research. I think I understand what Professor Elm gave you that Pokemon. You would treat your Pokemon with love and kerosene, and he's just being more of a creep. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? Here's the latest version of the Pokedex. Automatically records down how many center caught. It's a high-level encyclopedia. I'd like you to have it. Basically, we don't even get a choice if we want it or not, so we're just screwed. So go click that Pokedex. I'll stay too long. He has to go for his radio show. And Goldenrod. And he gave us his number. Okay, he must really be into us or something, because why else would he give us his number like a little creep? So let's just head out. Wait, we're getting an emergency phone call, it seems. Hello, Ariel? It's a disaster. It's just terrible. What should I do? Oh no. Please get back here now. So I'm gonna leave y'all at the cliffhanger here. What happened at Professor Elm's lab? You'll just have to stay tuned and find out on the next adventure of Pokemon Soul Silver.